It's your turn. What are you choosing? Just move along and skip this song and dance. I don't care that I'm losing. The game's unbalanced, I don't stand a chance. It was over from the start. Tell me it ain't true, this isn't fair. Your race is way, way overpowered. But continue, really I don't care. The game is lopsided, top heavy, unequal and uneven. Really, is this your idea of fun? Off balance, unfair, disproportionately shaky. I can't wait until the torture's done. Sure, make that move, you're kidding, right? There's no way that I can beat you. Kick a man when he's down, why don't ya? You've blocked the only good thing I could do. Why is everyone picking on me? I'm on the bottom, this is clear. Go on, I'll be a punching bag. I'll just be quiet and disappear. The game is lopsided, top heavy, unequal and uneven. Really, is this your idea of fun? Off balance, unfair, disproportionately shaky. I can't wait until the torture's done. Finally, the game is over. Be prepared, here comes final score. In your face. We should play this game some more. Lopsided, top heavy, unequal and uneven. Really, is this your idea of fun? Off balance, unfair, disproportionately shaky. Oh, and by the way, I've won. Lopsided, top heavy, unequal and uneven. Really, this is my idea of fun. Off balance, unfair, disproportionately shaky.
Don't be a sore loser.
I have
One.
No, it's not you. It's me again. I keep forgetting to put on the sound. Here we are. Let me start over. Welcome everyone. Welcome to this to my video on a live playthrough of Pandemic Rising Tide. Oh man, I just talked so beautifully about how the Netherlands is always fighting the water. Thanks for noticing that, and that there was no sound, and I'll just have to somehow make sure I don't forget to turn it on. Okay, battling the sea again, but this time with variable goals, meaning that there are 4 waterworks here, and those 4 waterworks are optional in this game. If you play the base game of this, then those are your goals. You can still build them and you can still gain the benefits from them, but there, no need to be sorry. It was me. I just should click that click thingy. We have 4 variable goals. In every region we have a specific goal. Like in the red area, we need to put down 9 population cubes, which I have right over here. We need to put them in. The cost of a population cube is a card of that color. It doesn't have to be the specific region, just have to be that color. And I can put down up to 3 in each region. But if there's water, I cannot add cubes to it. No, that's not true. I think I can do that. There just cannot be more than 3 cubes in one region. And if at some point I need to add water to that area, I first have to remove population cubes. And if I remove population cubes, they will go on this doom track. If I put 5 of them on this card, game is over. Too many people have lost their lives. Like they have, because we had this huge flood in 1952, I think. We had this whole southern part of the Netherlands, the west part. There was this terrible storm and loads of people died. It was terrible. I made a playing the news video on that at some point, and it was terrible. But that's not what's going to happen, because we are going to survive. We're going to build pumps like we have to in... Oh, we're going to build harbors. In the green area, we need to build 4 harbors. Harbors are good in the game because you can always move towards a harbor. Building a harbor is just like building a research station in Pandemic, so you need to pay for it with a card of the area you are in. So I need to build 4 of them in this green area right over here. The next goal we have is we need to get 7 population cubes in 3 specific yellow areas. In de Betuwe, in de Gelderse Vallei en het land van Maas en Waal. Which happens to be a green area, but it's what the card says. So let's stick by the rules. And then we need to make sure that everyone knows that what the Dutch did is this. We did, it's what the card is called. The special goal is, but the Dutch did it. The Dutch built the Netherlands. It wasn't already there. No, we did it. This area used to be a sea. In real life, it's called here the South Sea again, but we stole this from the water. We call it polderen, and that's the action you do as a just pump sand in it and make sand rise until you've got land, and then leave it for a long time, and then you can start building on it. So these 3 areas, Markerwaard, Noordoostpolder and Flevoland, they need to be free of water cubes, and there have to be all these dikes that are depicted on this card. Let me show you a bit better. Right over here. So we need to make dikes over there. Pretty hefty goals, and we're also adding 7 storm cards into the deck. So we've got our work cut out for us. I still need to shuffle those storm cards in. I will do that now. And yeah, Hi, Martin Anderson. Nice that you're here. Welcome. I just added a new feature on my Twitch channel, and that is simultaneously stream to YouTube, and that is where Martin is. So if there are some chats going through each other, I am the only one, I think, who can see all the chat. And Martin says hi, and I say hi to Martin from Sweden. So I'm going to make 7 piles because I'm adding 7 storm cards. I hope you're all doing great on this nice Sunday morning. Yes, you're old. Imagine a world where YouTube is the old medium. That is incredible. I think it's incredible, man. I tried to add Facebook as well, but that was a paid service, and I thought, well, let's start easy and just do it like this. So, making the piles. 2. And then we're ready to start. I'm recording a new episode of This Game is Broken tonight, so I'm very excited for that one. I'm going to do some singing in it. Woohoo! And we have 2 special guests. That's going to be cool as well. Because one of them is a girl, and she loves to make songs about board games as well. And the first one to say who it is will get a point for that one. Let me see if you're paying attention. And in the meantime, I will explain who the characters are that we have here. We have the cleanup guy. In Dutch, he's called a schoonmaker. We call him player 1 in this game. The schoonmaker, the cleanup guy, he is able to take a card from the discard pile. So that should be easy. Or easy, that should really help is what I mean to say. And the other role, which is the brownish. I really like the art in this game because they put a couple of women in the cards. I think they're looking so cool and so tough. She is a, what would we call that? Someone who is an architect of big things. Yeah. I don't know how I would call that right now. I'll just call her the cool girl. Probably I should not call her a girl then, because that would be making her small, and she's not. She's tough. I'm calling her, I don't know, architect. I'm calling her an architect. So, player 1 and player 2, the cleanup man and our architect. The game starts fairly easy. We're gonna get Wonder Woman. Yes, that is who she is. She is Wonder Woman. Thank you. I'm gonna make things worse now, just like in normal pandemic. Oh, Gary, sound not working, or are you having an old message? Oh no, that would be bad. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's you right now. Yeah, try and refresh. It's you. I tried it as well. So at the beginning it was not working, so maybe you saw that. That could very well be. I'm gonna make things worse now. Every card I am taking from the water pile, I will take away dikes, and if there are no more dikes to take away, then the water starts pouring in. So the first 3 cards are going to be the worst, and it's the Kromme Rijn, which is over here, this area. So I'm taking away 3. 1, 2, 3. The next one is Voorneputten. 1, 2, 3. If I have a choice, I always try to keep the dikes that are connected to the sea. I'm trying to try and save them, because if there is no water coming in, water is not flowing, so that's good. And if you are having an open connection with the open sea, that's bad. The third area that is affected worst is the Betuwe, right over here. We know that one from our goal here. It has to get population stones in it at some point. And it's a large area. 1, 2, and this one is connected to that one as well. So those are affected worst. And the next 3, I'm going to take away dikes in worth of 2, to a sum of 2. Zuid-Beveland, down here again, 1 and 2. Goeree Overflakkee. Oh, I love these Dutch names. Goeree Overflakkee. And now everyone, please, at home, doesn't matter who's in the room with you, just try and say it. Goeree Overflakkee. Goeree Overflakkee. It's a weird name. I don't know why it's called that, but that's how you pronounce it. 1, 2, again, trying to save up the connection with the sea. And another card that says Kromme Rijn. So this is not like regular Pandemic where every card is only in the deck once. No, I think up to 4 times a card can come up. It might be 3, but it might also be 4. I can't remember. So I'm taking away 2 more of the dikes in Kromme Rijn. Well, there's only 1. So now instead of taking away a dike, I have to put water in it. That's bad news. I really hope it's not coming up again. And the last 3 that are just a little affected, I'm going to take away 1 dike. Land van Maas en Waal. There's a beautiful Dutch song about the Land van Maas en Waal. Zeeuws-Vlaanderen, which is here right on the border with Belgium, and Delfland, which is the area we are in. And that is already pretty thinned out because of the connection with Kromme Rijn and... Okay! All the words languages in one. We steal from every language. Oh, let me tell you about the languages, because it really is weird. We take something simple like a knife and a fork. You would say, okay, do with it as you want, but we have a fork in Dutch. So you've got a fork. But knife is just like the German word for knife, which is Messer. So we've got a fork and mess. So one word is English and one word is from the Germans. I don't know. Mostly, if you think it is easy, it's not. And if you think it's going to be very difficult, it's very easy. Just the way it goes. Hi, good day. Oh man, fun that to see people coming in. Like I said, I've got 2 chats at the same time. So if you not see every chat message, I'm streaming on YouTube as well. Just so you know. Okay, we've done the basics right over here. I already said that the cleanup guy is going to be player 1. And we are going to start. And our first goal is... first I need to check, because if at the beginning of the game, there's always this point where you need to see if water can flow in. And at this point, all the borders with the sea, they are kind of okay. They are still there. We still have dikes. But there is water coming in. Every area that has 2 water cubes on it, I have to check if every open area connected to that is has at least 1 water cube. Because if not, water flows into that. So if an area would have 3 cubes, the area next to it would gain 2 cubes, and the area next to that would gain 1 cube. So if you have this massive amount of water in one place, it will still flow down to the other areas. So we've got Markerwaard here. They got 2, and they're connected to this one, Delfland. So we have water here. And this is the South Sea, which is still connected to the North Sea. At some point, we could build this big waterwork, the Afsluitdijk, and we can cut it off and drain this of water, which is actually one of our goals right over here. So at some point I need to do that. And this is still very well connected. So no more water flowing. For now, we're safe. There are some areas, you wouldn't expect it in the Netherlands, that are high above ground, like the Veluwe, Utrechtse Heuvelrug. It's just small, but it makes enough of a difference that water just is not able to flow in. So we've got that. My turn. Player 1, the cleanup guy. What I like to do is build pumps in different areas, because pumps activate each round. At the end of a player's turn, they just pump out water of that region or region that is connected through other water cubes. Well, I'll show you in a second when we're able to do that. Let me go here. I've got 4 actions. First action is moving to an adjacent area right over here in Voorneputten. I have that Voorneputten card, so I am building this pump right over here, and that costs me a card. The cleanup guy has the special ability that he can take cards from the discard pile again, but I don't see any use for that right now. So I did that. And how about we move one spot further and build another dike, because at some point Goeree Overflakkee is going to come up again, just because we rehearsed the name now. So let us reinforce the dike here, connected to the sea. You can build as many dikes as you want, as long as there are in the supply, and I still have enough of those in the supply. So I'm reinforcing that. And that's my 4 turns. Now, from the moment on that you build a pump, like I just did, we're going to put this mill card, this pump card, on top of this deck. Before I draw 2 cards, like I would do at the end of my turn, I activate the pumps. Now we only have this one pump right over here, and there's no water to pump out. So that would not work right now. I'm going to draw 2 cards. And we have 2 yellow cards. That's a nice mix. We call that a shoebox, a pair of everything. It's not a pair of everything, but that's what we say. Okay, and now bad things happen. We have to draw 2 cards, like it says over here, and remove 1 dike or weaken the area for 1. First one is the Noordoostpolder, right over here. That is not good, because that means from here there will be water flowing. We'll see how this ends. Taking away this dike. And Kennemerland, which is right over here. And we'll do the same, I guess. Taking away this card, this dike. Now we have more open areas, means there's more water flowing. Because I removed this dike, and it's adjacent to this one with 2 cubes. Next to it we'll get 1 cube, and the same goes for here. I remove this one. There it goes. And our Wonder Woman is up. Let me see. Building pumps at the beginning of the game is a smart way to go. The only downside is I'm not able to do it because I don't have a card of the areas that are underwater at this moment. So why not just go in there and remove some of those cubes? I think that is a good way to go. So that's one step. Taking away 1 cube. Another step, and taking away another cube, just to relieve the area a bit. Turn is over. Pump doesn't work still. Taking 2 cards. And we are already at 6 cards here. And making things worse for Vollenhove, which is right over here. There's a double dike. So we'll take 1 away. And West-Brabant, which is here. And I'll take this one away. Okay. Our cleanup guy is up. What will he do? Yeah, what will he do? I think we just need to rebuild more dikes in this area. At some point the water will come and it's best to be prepared. I have West Brabant. I need to build 4 harbors in those areas. So why not have a go at that? I will build a dike here. That's action 1. Then I will build a dike here. That's 2. 3. And action 4 is build a harbor right over here. Don't know if it's useful, but it's what I did. Hi, Yoda! Always good to have more fellow Dutch guys. Things are not looking good, Yoda. There's a lot of water already. Removed a lot of dikes, and there's water flowing. I have 1 pump station up, but not in an area that has where it helps. Drawing 2 cards. 1, 2. More green cards. That might be useful at some point, but I don't think right now. Makes a total of 6 cards, just like in regular Pandemic, where you can only hold 7 cards. And we're moving on to drawing 2 cards that are weakened Zuid-Beveland, taking away the last dike right there, and the Land van Altena, which is here. Oh, that could easily take a punch at some point. That would not be the worst in the world. And Wonder Woman is up. She is in the purple area, and that's the area that needs the most attention right now. She could go to the north. That wouldn't help. How about we make some... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Removing water. It's not the best, but it's not looking good yet. 2 more cards. Brings the total of cards on 8, so I need to get rid of 1. Let me see if there's 1 card that could help. The other one, no, the green are not that good, are not that necessary, so I'll get rid of a green card. The Land van Maas en Waal card. Oh, that's 1 that we needed to go for in the other. I'll take rid of it. I'll put away this one. And I just draw 2 cards, so I'm going to weaken the areas Walcheren. Yeah, of course, that's the last dike. So now we have a connection with the open sea, not looking good. And the other one is Rijn en IJssel, which is over here, and we have 2 different ones we can choose from. I'm going to take this one. Did that. Okay, the cleanup guy is up. I think he's just going to start making more harbors. Why not? That's one of the goals. So he's going here, building a harbor. For the people who didn't get the beginning of the game, we have 4 variable goals that we need to do. It's not about building those 4 big waterworks, which you can do and it still can help. But we are playing to make these 4 goals happen. Put 9 population cubes in this area right over here. We need to make harbors on the Maas, which is one of the big rivers that flow through the Netherlands. And we have to make population grow in this central area as well. And we need to remove water over here, which is basically not... We're not able to do that until we have built the afsluitdijk, I think. Because as long as it's connected to the sea, it will just keep flooding in. And yeah, we need to cut that off. I could build dikes there. I could. I mean, those cards have not come up yet, so it might be a good thing. We'll see. So, our cleanup guy went there, built that dike, built that harbor, and he could move on. I mean, getting rid of those green cards is not... I could make some population. Would that help? That would only help in this area. Why not? So action 3 is move into this area. And this could be bad, but I'm going to do it. 2 cards, 2 population in this area to make sure that we're working on this goal right over here. Okay, turn is over. Taking 2 cards, and yes, of course, we have a storm. A storm is hitting right now, so we do the stuff that we usually do at Pandemic as well. We are going to grab the bottom card of this pile and weaken that area for 3 dikes, or add more cubes if there are no dikes. And it's Friesland, which is right over here. It still has 1, 2, 3 dikes, but it is now fully connected to the ocean. Now we are shuffling these cards. Threat level rises. If the threat level keeps on rising, the sea level will rise as well. Now it has 2 cubes depicted by these two here in the South Sea and in the North Sea. And if it would rise higher and higher, that means we have 3 cubes here, and everything that is connected to the open sea, like Walcheren, which I probably forgot at some point but was no big problem yet, they will start getting more cubes. What happens with the population? That is a good question. One of the goals is get population up. You can gain population if you are in a certain area. You pay for it with that color. It doesn't have to be the exact region, just the same color. And population is very happy living until water comes. And yeah, you're trying. Oh, you live in Lelystad. Okay, yeah. Lelystad is where Dutch Yoda comes from. He's writing on the YouTube chat, which is right over here, I would say. And this is an area that we took from the water. So Lelystad just celebrated their 50th anniversary. Is that true, Dutch Yoda, or was it 75 already? Let me know. And yeah, that's one of the most dangerous places. If it were not that in real life, we have already built this thing. So Lelystad is good at this point. So I shuffled these, and I'm going to draw 2 cards. The first one is the Betuwe, right over here. Oh, I didn't finish my population talk. If water would come in, then first I would need to take out a population cube for that. Putting it here on the doomsday clock, if water would come into an area that has population cubes, then the people in there would drown. And if I have 5 population cubes on this doomsday track, that means that I've lost the game. Come and live in Sweden. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Oh man, I've got family in Sweden. Oh, family who's coming over. A bit of a sad story. Yeah, the reason why they're coming over for a funeral, but I'm picking them up on Friday from the airport. They are flying in from Norrköping. You probably know where that is. I don't. So that was our first storm. I only draw 1. Yeah, high and dry. That's very true. Vollenhoven is the other one that we need to take away. Water is flowing. Different areas that are connected to open sea. So Friesland now just got 1 cube. This one is all looking good, looking good. I mean, it's not looking good, but it's Yeah, what can you say? Yeah, 50th anniversary. Yeah. I'm already living in Germany, Yoshi, and you know that. We live right next to the Rhine, which of course flows into the Netherlands as well. If I throw a bottle into the water right next to my house, or 5-minute walk, it will end up in the Netherlands. And yes, that I live in Germany. We're good. The water was rising a couple of weeks ago, and we survived. Yay! So that happened. The next player is up, which is Wonder Woman. It's time to do stuff. We need to get our pumps working, but I don't have any cards that let me build pumps in areas that would really benefit me. So what to do? Let me see. I could build some stuff here. And I can go to green. I've got too many cards. So what I will do, I could try and cut off the areas there. Okay, 1. Yeah. 2, take away a cube. And now the special ability of Wonder Woman is I can build an extra dike as long as there are no water stones here. So I'll do that on this dike location. So if I build, I build double. I've got 2 actions left, so I'm going to do it twice. First off, try to save this area from the areas around it. Building big walls. Don't you get ideas, America? Another pumping action that it goes to waste. And 2 cards. Oh, look at that. I've got enough to build the waterworks here in Zealand, which would help because the bonus is that I would get dikes in these 5 areas for free. So that would... you have to rise the sea level. Oh, no, I just did it for the first storm, Yoshi. I just had 1 storm yet. So sea level is not rising yet. So I have that. I'm going to get rid of these 2 cards. I can only hold 7 cards at any given time. There we are. And 2 cards. West-Brabant, right over here, taking away another dike. And Walcheren, which is here. Oh! I can't diminish it, so I have to put a water cube on it. And now things will turn sour quickly. Because the areas around it will get flooded at the end of this round. It will, it will flow. So no, this was my second card, right? West-Brabant and Walcheren. Yeah, water flows to the areas adjacent to Walcheren, and the rest was still good as it was. And our great friend, the cleanup guy, he is up. And what will he do? He will... I think he will build some dikes here in this area just to make sure that the people we just planted here will not die at some point. I think that's a good way to go. Try to save people. So the first action is build one of those. Now, maybe I could also build a harbor here. Yeah, this area is in the deck. So one action is take away a card from that pile. That's his special action. My third action is put that away again to build my 3rd harbor in the area. Remember, the goal is to have 4 of those harbors in this green area. So we're doing good. And I've got one more action. I am going to... Shall I just put up another cube in this area? Why not? I'm here. There, another population cube. A maximum of 3. And pumps. No pumps in any good place. So I'm taking 2 cards. We have an action card. Two brothers are closing up a dike that broke. So this special action, which is a real thing that happened at some point in history, I can place one dike on every dike location in the area where one of the players are, but there cannot be water in that area. Okay, that could be useful. We'll see. We'll see when to use that. There are 4 of those action cards in the deck. The game comes with, I think, 12, and it's very thematic. I love it. And 2 more areas that are going to be affected. The Land van Altena, which was right over here, and Zuid-Beveland. No! Another area without dikes, meaning having to add another cube. Although it doesn't seem that bad. Okay, water flows. So now this area would affect the surrounding areas, but they are already affected in. That means it's kind of okay. This area, the Zoom, is one of those few areas that are a bit higher in sea level wise, so they will not get any water. So if everyone in the Netherlands would automatically be drawn to those spots should there be a big flood, and that would never fit, of course. Cool. So we did that, and it is time for our Wonder Woman to be doing some cool stuff. She is able to build the orange, the Delta Works. So first thing she does, because as an action you can always go to a harbor. She goes to this harbor. Action 1. Then she moves to Schouwen-Duiveland. Action 2. Action 3 is build those darn Delta Works. They are great. And the bonus is that we get to put a dike here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that helps. And her last action is going to be moving here, so she's able to do some damage control. Good morning, Muglos! You are up quite early, right? Where are you from again? Let me see. Oh, it's almost 2. It's on its way to be 2. We'll see. Taking 2 cards. You're right on time to see the Netherlands drown again. Ooh, 2 more purples. That will be useful to cut off the South Sea right over there. Let me do a little recap of those special goals we're going for. We need to get 9 population in these 3 areas. There's a 4th one, which is Hoekse Waard, Vijfheerland, Voorneputten as well. So these 4 areas, I need to get 9 cubes in it. Oh, it's not so early. Okay, well, you're right, but it's a Sunday, so I didn't get to sleep in. I got home late last night. No, I wasn't that late. I played a live Noria solo mode game last night. That was it, but that made it quite late. You can build dikes when there is water in the area. No, I cannot, but because of this Delta work, it says here in very small print, I can build those dikes because they are an extra thing that that's allowed. Is it a legacy type game? It's not. It's a special game that it's a standalone pandemic-like game. Here it is, Pandemic Rising Tide, and you play it on the map of the Netherlands. And it works like Pandemic. It's a co-op. You can play it with up to 4 people. I'm playing a 2-player game right now. And the actions you take this game, they're just in this game. After this, you just start over again and you make it as difficult as you want. And right now I chose to not play just the base game, but have variable goals, meaning that I have 4 goals that I am aiming for, and not just building the basic waterworks that the base game comes in, kind of. Okay, the cleanup guy is up. He is right over here. He built some population. I need to get 7 in this area, but I think it's more important to get things going in terms of safety. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, take away this water cube, and now I'm gonna play this action card. And that said, place 1 dike on every location in the area that one player is at. So how about I'm taking away 1, 2, 3, building 4 dikes in 1 turn. That is a good thing. And that's my special action. Oh no, I can only take a region card. I thought that would be cool if I would be able to take this card back into my hand, but I'm not. So I've got 1 action left. And with that 1 action, I will move up again and see what's up over there. Yeah, yep. Okay. Still, we have 1 pump that is not able to work because there's no water in that area. Whoever built that was clearly not knowing what he was doing. Taking 2 cards. And oh no, another storm. There we go, another storm card. And that means we take 1 card from the bottom of the deck and weaken the area for 3, for the worth of 3 hooks of art, which is right over here. 1, 2, 3 dikes gone. But not only that, we are rising the threat level, and the cards that just came up are being shuffled and going back on top of that deck, which is a beautiful mechanic. The designer Matt Leacock really invented the wheel in this one, I think. I really love it. And there we are. We are still drawing just 2 cards. 1 for Walcheren, which is right over here where we just got a new dike built that we need to remove. And the next one is Zuid-Beveland, which is, oh, right next to it. Big trouble over here. Adding another cube. Now water flows. Like I said previously, if there's an area that has 2 or 3 water in it, water goes down. So it flows. Every area adjacent to this area that has 3 cubes will get 2 cubes. Like Schouwen-Duiveland, 1, 2. And Zeeuws-Vlaanderen will get just 1 extra. And every area adjacent to that one will get 1. But of course not if there's a dike between it. So Goeree Overflakkee is safe. There we are. Please say it again with me. Goeree Overflakkee. 1, 2, 3. Goeree Overflakkee. You cannot teach enough Dutch. Dave, have you ever been inside those floating buildings in Holland? Floating buildings? You mean boats? No, you probably don't mean it. Those floating buildings, what could you mean? Floating buildings. I'm not sure what you mean, Muglas. Hooray Overflakkee. It's a nice try, Sinus Square X. It's a nice try. Okay. So this area is an area we need to start looking into. Wonder Woman is up. She's able to do cool things, and she's able to remove water cubes. Of course, she is already in this area, so taking away 1, 2 cubes. I could take away 1 more, but that would just not make any sense because water would just keep flowing in from the area surrounded. So that was 2 actions. Action number 3 is moving here, and I'm removing a water cube as action number 4. Taking 2 cards. Still, our only pump is not pumping. This looks good because next round I'll be able to make some pumps in these areas. Making pumps costs cards, and only now I'm getting those cards. So, weakening the areas, Land van Altena right over here, losing its dike, and Vollenhoven, which was right over here, losing a dike. Okay. There are some areas that are in a you've got an easy Dutch Yoda. You can speak Dutch. You say goedemorgen. Goedemorgen. We have some areas that really need attention. If we get one more storm, the sea level will rise and water will flow in strength of 2. And that would affect all the areas right next to that one. So we've got Friesland right over here. That's completely open to the sea at 2 points. So that one is bad. And of course we've got the situation here. Although next round Wonder Woman will be able to do some good there. Cleanup guy, what are you up to? He was trying to save the area right over there and maybe get some population going. You have some more info on those buildings. There are buildings in the water that can withstand extreme rain or flooding events. It's a move to make the Netherlands more sustainable. I have not heard of those houses. It makes sense. They were always trying to be on the front lines when it comes to fighting the water and getting sustainable buildings. That's always a good thing. But I have not been in one of those yet. I'll find out where they are and maybe at some point try to. I'm always on the move in the Netherlands because of my work, always on tour. So if I'm at some point I'll see them and at least I can make a picture for you. Okay. Our cleanup guy was right over there. I could make a pumping station here. It doesn't feel like a very good idea, but I could. And what does the yellow thing do? Make more dikes. I think I could go there and have her come there. No. Removing this one. 2, 3, 4. I'm building dikes this game. It's what I'm doing. 2 cards. 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm good on that front. Weakening 2 areas. West-Brabant. Getting water. And Hoekse Waard gets water as well. This area is really not looking good. We need to do something there. But when you think everything is lost, Wonder Woman is here and she can relieve a bit of this tension. I've got Schouwen-Duiveland, which is right next to it. I could build a pumping station there, which I probably should. And Zeeuws-Vlaanderen. So what I will do is I will remove this one and build 2 dikes. That would only cost me 1 action. That makes sense. So that's 1, 2 actions. Then I will move here as action number 3 and build a pump. So I will have to lose Schouwen-Duiveland. Another card. This is how you write it. Schouwen-Duiveland. A bit down. Schouwen-Duiveland. Yeah, I thought it would be in the port of Rotterdam. I'm actually driving to Rotterdam tomorrow morning. Might as well go there. I'll have to let you know. Schouwen-Duiveland. There he is. Taking 2 cards. Oh, a pumping. Haha, we've got a working pump. That's good. I will take away 1 of those water cubes. The least we could do. Now we get 2 cards. Would you believe? Another storm. Oh no. Oh, this is going to this is going to be terrible. Rhine and IJssel is an area that is affected 3 times. Look at that. Oh, now I remember. I don't think you put water cubes in it. I think you just take away the dikes. That would kind of be good. It's called a storm. Where is it? Storm. No, still. Yeah, sure. Would not make sense if it was not true. So, Rhine and IJssel is going to get 3 cubes. Oh, every area around it is going to be flooded. Sea level is rising, so we got a cube extra here and a cube extra here. And we have to draw 3 cards from this deck. Yes, it is a beautiful design. The board, I really love it as well. I love that you've got these different areas of the Netherlands that are, it's not cities, it is regions that, yeah, stuff that would not come up normally in a board game. It's mostly just a city, but it's the regions, and I think it's well done. Well, we've got a Dutch designer on board in the game. So I have to draw 3 cards. This turn, I can see this turn being our last turn already. We'll see. Hoekse Waard is getting another water stone. Then Walcheren is getting another water. And West-Brabant, oh no, it's not getting a water. It is losing a dike that was just built. West-Brabant is getting another cube. And now we're adding. This one's got 2 cubes, so this one will get 1 extra. What is adjacent to the sea? This is adjacent to the sea, so it gets 2. This is adjacent to sea and gets 2. This one is adjacent, and every area around Rhine and IJssel will get 2. Will get 2. This one will get 2. And yeah, poor people. Very true. These 4 water cubes are the last ones, and I'm not done adding cubes to the board. If I run out of them, the game is over. Friesland gets 1 cube. Another area surrounding this one. Nope, already has. This one has Gelderse Vallei adjacent. And this moves all the way here. 5 Herenlanden. Land van Altena. I don't have any water cubes, and I should place a water cube in Voorne-Putten. We just died. This is a sad moment. I have to go to a hill. I don't know. There's. I'm sorry. Oh man. This is what happens. This is what happened. Look at that water. In 1 turn, it was over. The storm came too soon. I wasn't prepared. I was still trying to work out. It's a game. I can restart and just try again. Not like in real life where you say, oh, we just lost the country. Oh, we'll build it up again. Yeah, over time, but it will never be the same. But this game will be the same because it's not a legacy game. Not like Pandemic Legacy 2, which actually I'm playing with King Kong's Oma, who is watching right now. I must say I was weak, and I moved to Germany before things got worse. So I'm safe, which is a bit good for you as well because we can hang out. Yeah. Wow, I really like it. I really like this game. I've never tried Pandemic Iberia. I am curious in how that game would go. These cards are good, these rolls, but they're not that good. Building pumping stations at the beginning of the game would have really helped me. And I don't think I had the cards to do it. If you're watching this at some later point and you think, oh, he should have done that, and please let me know, because I am interested. I am interested. Yeah, Oh yes, the Netherlands is very prone to natural disasters. But like we said, we have done all these waterworks that are in the game. We have made them real. The Netherlands is one of those countries that is really actively fighting the water. I'm not saying that America is doing things wrong, but if you look at the Florida area where the storm hit, if at some point sea levels will rise, Florida does not have any dikes, dunes. They've nothing. So if the water rises, well, it just does. Whereas if the water would rise in the Netherlands, it first has to go through these big areas of dunes, of dikes, of we are prepared. Like I said, we stole areas from the water. We drained the South Sea. Well, not totally, but it's no longer salt water. It's now a freshwater area, and we keep winning land from that area until at some point probably it's all land and just building on building on all of it. We have the Delta Works, which is a series of big things. Hey, Power Trader! For the first time I see that my follow action thingy is kind of working. It's not looking the way it should. There should be some sound in it. Hi, Matt. Great that you're here. We're done. Yeah, the Dutch are very... Good morning, Matt. Nice to see you. We Dutch are very resilient. Yes, we are. And I love that. I wanted to show you, we had the Delta Works, which are these big storm floodgates that we can close and open when necessary. So the flood will not hit that hard, which is amazing. Here in the southern area, we have decided not to fight the water. Should the water come at some point, we're just able to say, take the land. We have areas that are chosen to be flooded at some point. So just, it's nature. If you need that space right now, dear river, take that space. And so there, it relieves other places where it cannot get that. So that's smart as well. And I'm not sure about what this exactly is, but of course it was a very smart and important waterwork. It's called Normalizations Works. I have to read up on that. Yes, you did miss all the action. You missed how we lost the Netherlands. It's over. We are all moving to Germany, and yeah, hope you've got more room to stock up on more people. They are as large as the Eiffel Tower. No. Oh, well, no. No, they can't be. The Eiffel Tower is how long? Oh, I'm not sure, but maybe if you mean like that, all connected to each other, then yes, then they are. But I don't think they're high. They're long. It's a broad thing. See you for Pandemic Legacy 2 in April. Really? April, Yoshi? Then we're gonna play our next game. We'll see. Yoshi is the guy I'm playing Pandemic Legacy Season 2 with. We already played 4 games. We won 3 games, the first 3, and we're stuck at April, so we have to redo it. It's great, but we cannot talk about it. Okay, yeah, turn sideways. Of course, that makes sense, Muklas. Thanks for watching, guys. I think later today I will be playing some games with my son, and he was very excited to maybe stream it as well. So we might see you might see us play some games this afternoon. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna leave you with one of my songs, and see you next time. Bye.
Got a couple of guys dropping by tonight. We're gonna build some civilizations. All pumped up, all ready to fight. Playing one of my favorites. Nations. Gonna play as king, although I've never won. I feel my winning streak has just begun. Got my man Augustus all ready to fight. I'm gonna get that legionary.
Legionary.
Then the colonies are in my sight. Don't forget not playing solitary.
Not solitary.
What's going on? What you doing, friend? Stomping around on your elephant. Bring a war to my door? I know that I'll be okay. Whatever I will do. I just wanna play.
I'm happy to lose.
Medieval times are smiling down on me. I'm the proud new owner of Prussia.
Prussia.
Oh, you've got spectacles, you can see which nation's gonna crush ya.
Gonna crush ya.
Things are going right, so something must be wrong. Sure, the wrath of Genghis Khan. I know that I'll be okay. Whatever I will do. I just wanna play.
I'm happy to lose.
So I'll be back for more. The Renaissance I did okay. I will not quietly go under.
Go under.
I'm a great industrialist, Titanic, a strategic wonder.
Strategic wonder.
But of course, at end of game, the Civil War takes me down in flames. I know that I'll be okay. Whatever I will do. I just wanna play.
I'm happy to lose.
So I'll be back for more. I'm a loser, baby. So why won't you play me?